Hello and welcome to another update video about silver. So on the silver chart we have a pretty deep pullback. In this video I'm going to talk about the Elliott wave structure, also about a trade I might take. And so yeah, let's take a look at the structure. Overall, the pattern to the downside is technically full. So we have from this top, which was an A wave top in May, a very, very long correction. As you might remember from previous updates, I often say that the corrections in the metal sector, they are very, very long, very extended. So we have a multi-month correction here, and we could be in the late stages of the C wave to the downside. Now, if we have a correction like that, what we tend to do is we take the length of the A wave to the downside, we go to the top of the B wave, and the C wave to the downside reached all targets. 100% extension was sort of the minimum expectation. The 1.38 extension is also an ideal one. The next one would be the 1.618 extension if it needs one more low at $25.78, which is pretty much also where the 50% retracement in the larger retracement zone is located. So there could be some good support there. Now, that doesn't mean it has to make another low. It doesn't mean it has to go up from here, but we're watching now for signals. Important is from an Elliott wave point of view that the downside structure is complete, which means it wouldn't give me any headaches if it was to move to the upside now. I'm basically waiting to see a first impulse to the upside, which I cannot see yet, and I do not have a clear impulse here from the lows. My take is that this is only a corrective rally so far. Now it might turn into an impulse, so it's just me watching at the moment if the market gives me an Elliott wave signal, which would be a 5-wave move up from the low. I mean, to be honest, the move down looks technically complete. So we could label it as complete, but I want to leave it open until I get some further clarity. From an Elliott wave point of view, it's important to watch the structure. I mean, I'm on the 30-minute chart. Maybe I should go to the... No, I'm on the 1 hour actually. Should go to the smaller time frame here. Now, this might visually look like a 5-wave move. For me, this looks rather like 3 waves up if I'm counting the sub-waves. So I would like to see one more high for a clear 5-wave move, because this here looks like, okay, wave 1, wave 2, but then this could be another 1, 2. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it's important to take a look at the subwave structures as well, at least to be skeptical about whether a low has formed already. This might even have been a small triangle, 4, 5. So, and we would need one more high. We need to hold, therefore, a certain support level, or this will likely break down and form another low, or it might morph into a diagonal and a not so clear structure. But from an Elliott wave point of view, normally in a 4th wave, we don't want it to break below the 50% fib level, so $27 pretty much, actually $27.23. So that means we have to be a little bit patient to see if we can get a 5th wave. With only 3 waves up, I mean, I might give it the benefit of the doubt, but it looks more like 3 waves to me. That, of course, is to a degree interpretation, but the bottom line is I do not have a clear bottoming signal yet. And if it breaks below 27.23, you might want to watch for lower support. So we could act as if we already have 5 waves. It would not be my preferred scenario. I would definitely still be on the side of caution, but a break below $26.68 then would confirm further we're breaking down. Basically, if we break below 27.23, we might still explore if this is a 5-wave move with just a weak 4-5. And then this is a pullback, which if it holds this support area between $27.07 and $26.68, it could still rally from there. But I wouldn't trust it, okay? So that takes me to possible breakout signals. What would be further signals that a low is in? I mean, we talked about 5 waves up. The thing is, to make it very clear, if I get another high from here, then I call that a 5-wave move. Then I call that a wave 1, and the pullback in wave 2 should be corrective, hold a higher low and break out. This here is only 3 waves up, but still, if it pulls back into support, holds it, talking about the lower support area, then breaks out above the last high, I will probably assume the low is in. What are further signals? So let's go to the 1 hour chart. Just interested to see if we can draw any trend lines that might provide here. I mean, this is not steep enough. So we've got this. Yeah, okay, so I was looking for a possible trendline breakout signal. This is quite far away from where the price is now, however. So I'm not very happy with that trend. I talked about a trade I might want to take, but to be honest, I thought there was maybe a trend line that would give me a better feel, better signal with maybe 3 touch points. There isn't. So with only 2 touch points, I think it is very speculative. I would possibly take a trade if we break above this trend line, but it would require more touch points for me. This is only 2 touch points as well. So I would not really trust this trend line, I have to say. Even though a break above the trend line could still be a reasonable long trade, but you need tight risk management. A break above the upper one as well, but with only 2 touch points, I don't trust them. So they don't look like, quality data to me. I'd like to get another touch point, maybe 1 or 2, and then only then I would probably consider a breakout trade. Because this is, the thing is, trend lines, when they break, just using trend lines, I think is a bit, from my experience, a bit speculative. But if they, if the price comes out or reacts to a support region and then breaks out, and we get an additional signal like a trend line breakout, that could be a trigger point, yeah? So just watching for that, but overall, levels are clear, support levels are clearly defined. And I think, if we get a break above this trend line, it could be the 5th wave up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if we get these 5 waves, we're watching for the 3-wave corrective pullback. If we get a deep pullback, maybe along the way we get another touch point or so, this would increase the quality of that trend line. So that's just something I'm watching for. I'm not doing anything at the moment, just observing for now. Maybe we already have some news and updates in the next video. That's the update about silver. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500, as well as regular updates about stocks, feel free to check out these stocks and S&P 500 service. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.